One man's getaway as Gainesville police scrambling to find a man fast. First on the TV 20 News at 6, we'll tell you how he made his escape. And he's guilty and he's going to pay. We bring you inside the Columbia County courtroom where tensions were high as a plea deal was announced.
And one man who pulled off a morning bank heist is still on the run at this hour. Police are asking for your help in finding him. Your News at 6 starts now.
Now, from your local source, TV 20 News at 6 in high definition.
Good evening. Tonight we start with breaking news. A pedestrian has been hit by a tractor trailer just about an hour ago.
The accident happened at the 2200 block of Southwest Williston Road. The victim has serious injuries and is currently at Shands for treatment. The westbound lanes of traffic are blocked off and are being diverted from Southwest 23rd Street. We'll have more on the victim's condition for you coming up tonight at 11.
He's done it before and he's done it again. A man with a violent criminal past fled from Gainesville police this morning after being arrested on domestic battery and auto theft charges.
He's still in handcuffs, and police say he could be anywhere. TV 20's Kristen Giannis joins us now from Southwest 20th Avenue, where the man broke loose from police around 8:30 this morning. Kristen, I understand he's done this before?
Yes, Paige, 20-year-old Darius Phillips has run from the cops before. He was convicted of that in 2008. And this morning, not far from where I'm standing, he did it again. Here's his picture. University of Florida students got a text message this morning saying Phillips was wearing handcuffs, a black shirt, and blue jeans when he ran from the cops in the area of the Hilton Hotel and west of 34th Street.
This is a little scary. I didn't want to walk my dog by myself this morning, just in case I ran into this gentleman.
According to police, Phillips was arrested on auto theft and domestic battery charges and was being moved from one patrol car to another when he broke loose. Police say Phillips was not armed at the time, and despite his record, they don't believe he's dangerous. In addition to running from the police in 2008, Phillips was found guilty of carjacking with a firearm and robbery with a firearm. Now, police say Phillips can be anywhere at this point. They have beefed up patrols in the neighborhoods along 20th Avenue, and they're offering a $500 reward for anyone with information. Now, if you see Phillips, police say don't approach him or try to talk to him. Just call 911. We'll have more on this story tonight at 11. Reporting in Gainesville, Kristen Giannis, TV 20 News.
He's getting life so we can avoid death. A Lake City man will serve 4 consecutive life sentences after he has murdered 3 people, one of them pregnant. TV 20's Stu Carter reports the courtroom was filled with emotions.
On February 3rd, 2011, 27-year-old Monica Hudson, 25-year-old Nicole Cervantes, 32-year-old Michael Tucker, and Cervantes' unborn child were found dead in a home in Lake City. Today, their killer learned his fate. Alan Stratton's family, as well as the victim's family, were inside the courtroom, listening to Stratton, saying that he's remorseful. Some of the victim's family members said they had to leave because they still don't believe he feels their pain.
Only God has the right to decide when their time is up, not you. You are pure evil.
The victim's family members spoke out at today's courtroom hearing after Alan Stratton entered a plea deal to serve life behind bars.
If these things were so bad in your life, why didn't you take your own life instead of theirs?
I'm sorry, Alan. I wish I'd never known you.
During the court hearing, family members tightly held each other's hands as they heard how Cervantes' unborn child didn't survive from a gunshot wound.
You also took mothers and a father away from their babies and didn't even give a baby a chance to see the world.
State Attorney Skip Jarvis says Stratton got into an argument and he shot the victims with a .45 caliber handgun.
And leaves the residence and then remembers the small child downstairs. He goes back in the residence. He retrieves the child, takes her through the room where these people are, but he allegedly covered her eyes so she could not see what was there. After the state attorney finished explaining what happened, Stratton went to the stand and said he regretted murdering the victims. Not a single moment goes by that I'm not haunted by the pain and loss.
And once Stratton finished, the judge read his sentence, offering sympathy for the family.
You ruined those lives, those 4 lives, but you ruined many other lives, all these folks out here.
After the judge sentenced Stratton, he was fingerprinted in the courtroom. We spoke to Stratton's defense attorney, who says this case is a tragedy. Stu Carter, TV 20 News.
A man robbed a bank located directly across the street from Gainesville High School this morning. TV 20's Amy Farinas reports the robber ran out of the bank and is still on the run tonight.
Just before 11:30 this morning, a man armed with a semi-automatic handgun held up the PNC Bank on Northwest 13th Street. Employees told Gainesville police that the suspect came in dressed in all black, wearing a ski mask and gloves. They also described him to be either a white male or a light-skinned black male about 5'11" with a medium build.
Witnesses at the PNC Bank told Gainesville police that the robber took off on foot with an undisclosed amount of cash, and he headed down this road.
Going away from 13th Street, detectives don't know whether or not he had a vehicle waiting for him. Gainesville police did not want to reveal how many employees and customers were inside the bank during the robbery.
Fortunately, the employees did the exact right thing. They complied with the suspect's demands. They did turn over an undisclosed amount of cash, and nobody was injured during this incident.
Gainesville High School was not locked down during the robbery. Amy Farinas, TV 20 News.
Police tell us this location hasn't been robbed since 2004 when it was a branch of the Millennium Bank. Now, late this evening, we were told by Gainesville police the suspect may be driving a white SUV, a Tahoe, or a Yukon.
Taking a first look at the weather now. If you've been waiting for rain, your wait may be over at some point this week.
Bill Quinlan is here to tell us when we might see that rain. Bill?
You know, it's been pretty sparse as far as rainfall goes the last couple of days, but I think we're going to increase that a bit as we head through the latter part of the week and the weekend. Take a look outside right now. You see in the sky cam clouds moving towards the camera. Not much rain in those clouds, but we may have some rain building back out to the west. You can see in the radar satellite composite, those clouds that we saw in the sky cam are actually moving in generally from the south and east that direction, but we have more of a west coast sea breeze, so we're starting to see a little more activity right along slight convergence zone there. So in areas of Lafayette County, parts of Gilchrist County and Dixie County, you watch out for some potential for some heavy rainfall in isolated spots. Temperatures in most areas holding in the low 80s except near the coastline, still in the mid to upper 70s. Air will cool it off a bit as we head through the next couple of hours, getting into the mid to lower 60s by midnight. Tonight, not quite as cool, and maybe some more rain in the forecast and fog. We'll have all that in your forecast in just a few minutes.
A man is dead in Ocklawaha after his home caught fire. TV 20's Natalia Martinez reports the fire is being called suspicious.
Good neighbor. He's a good neighbor. He's quiet, kept to himself.
Sean Leary lives right across the street from this home that went up in flames Wednesday morning. The victim, a man in his 50s or early 60s, found it dead by firefighters. His dog also died by the time rescue crews got there. It happened at the Silver Springs Village subdivision in Ocklawaha, just blocks away from where a 300-acre brush fire threatened homes last week.
I wasn't sure how serious the fire was until I got here.
A group of firefighters battled the blaze while others tried to find any survivors, but it was too late. Authorities are calling the fire suspicious. The victim's car was left parked across the street at Leary's house. Meanwhile, neighbors say it's a shame the man living inside this house lost his life.
He was a good person, he really was.
The fire marshal's office is investigating how the fire started, but no other details were released. Authorities also did not confirm whether the fire could have been part of a suicide. In Ocklawaha, Natalia Martinez, TV 20 News.
Authorities also haven't released the name of the man at this time and have not said how that fire started.
About 175 families from Gainesville received a special treat today, a meal. Feed the Children is working with the Central Florida Community Action Agency to distribute food to families. Before now, families had to sign up in advance to get a voucher. But now each family gets 3 boxes of goodies, including 1 box of food that feeds a family of 4 for a week, 1 box of household products, and 1 box filled with Avon products. It took place at the Gator Moving and Storage Warehouse. Owners and employees there volunteered to help unload and set up the event.
We feel that this is an easy way and a fun way and an enjoyable way for us to give back to the community and just help Gainesville be that much of a better community.
Within the next month, the Community Action Agency will distribute more food for families in Alachua, Levy, and Marion counties, helping a total of 800 families.
People in Marion County will be joining protesters in Sanford this weekend for a rally. The NAACP of Marion County is organizing a caravan to make the trip to Sanford. Organizers tell us so far that 4 churches in Ocala have signed up. They are meeting at 6:30 Saturday morning in the west parking lot of the Greater Hopewell Baptist Church. That's off Northwest 6th Terrace in Ocala.
Still to come, they're getting a break, a tax break, that is.
Governor Rick Scott signed several business tax breaks into law today. When we come back, we'll take a look at just how much money state businesses could gain or lose. We're back in a moment.